So hey guys, it is time for the very first Thin Lizzie episode. Here today to share how the last month has gone, to share my struggles, my successes, my goals coming up, and everything in between. So let's just jump right into this thing. So this video is definitely going to be a bit of an experiment. Not really sure how this is going to go in the editing scheme of things because I've filmed clips the whole past month and I kind of have an idea of how I want this to go, but it's definitely going to be trial and error because I've never done a video in this style where I'm talking to you, but then I'm also splicing in clips that I've filmed over the past month. We'll see what works and doesn't work as time goes on. So before I get into those talking points that I just listed, I do want to put the disclaimer that this has been a strange month, and I knew it was going to be a strange month going into it, but I decided I wanted to go ahead and kick off the new paleo focus and new life focus as soon as the year started. Even though I knew I had a wedding to go to, I knew we were going to Florida, and I knew Brittany was coming to visit, so I knew all those things would kind of derail my plans, but I thought it was better to go ahead and get a kickstart on trying to focus on health instead of just putting it off until February. It hasn't been a perfect month. It hasn't been a super successful month, but I knew that going into it. And I'm glad I did it anyway because I feel like I got a kickstart into the right mindset for February. So if you weren't here for my previous video, I'll link it right here. But as I said in that video, I am living a paleo-ish lifestyle now, or attempting to. So let's jump right into some of these talking points. The first one being successes I had in the month of January. The biggest one right off the top of my head is that I started researching what paleo options were available to me in grocery stores at this point. The last time I did paleo was around 2014 and I was in Florida at the time, and now it's 2019, it's 5 years later. Paleo and keto have kind of taken over, so there's a lot more to choose from. Also, gluten-free is a big deal these days, and gluten-free items are usually pretty good for paleo as well. So I figured there was going to be a lot more options for me in the grocery store, and I was curious to see how that panned out. And I am happy to say that I'm not sure if it's just because of the grocery store selection I have now, or if just time has contributed to this, but I feel like there are a ton of paleo-friendly snacks available now, and I had a really fun time in January trying a variety of them that I'd never tried before. So my favorites that I found this month were the siete chips that are paleo and gluten-free friendly. They are awesome. Now, they are not the same texture as a regular tortilla chip, but as someone who loves chips and salsa, I love having a paleo option for that doesn't just involve vegetables. I do like having chips as a treat from time to time, and the siete chips, the lime and the regular, have both been fantastic. Getting back in the groove of eating more fruit as dessert instead of actual dessert. So I've been pleasantly surprised by the options I found at the grocery store, and now I'm going to share some of what I bought this month in my grocery hauls. Here's my paleo-friendly grocery haul. So because we're getting the box items from Green Chef, I pretty much got snack items or other meal items. Basically, I was looking for snack and dessert replacements. So the applesauce isn't 100% paleo because it does have some sugar, but it's organic sugar. Bananas, coconut chips, olives, grass-fed jerky. These little things to take for snacks at work that seem like they'd be pretty good. They are just literally the fruit that they say they are. There's nothing else added to it, no sugars or anything. It's just those fruits. You have to go organic even with your pork rinds. Got some free-range eggs, some lettuce, some little mandarin oranges, and some avocados. So that's the first week's produce and snack haul. Today's paleo meal haul was a little bit bigger than last week's because I am making 2 meals. Ash, there's nothing under there, stop. I'm making 2 meals at home without box services, so I got stuff to make sloppy joes on top of sweet potatoes, and I've got some sausages with some sides. I got some organic salsa, some ingredients that I need to make better paleo pancakes, lots of veggies, some more snacks, and then these I'm gonna give a shot, so which is why I got the salsa. They are paleo friendly tortilla chips made with cassava flour. So yeah, that's gonna be our weekly food haul. Here's the grocery haul for week 3 of paleo. So we have 2 plated recipes this week, and it's already Monday. Rotisserie chicken and some broccoli for dinner tonight. So we have 2 plated recipes, and I got ingredients to make some stuffed peppers. I have ground turkey and some veggies. Got eggs for the weekend, applesauce, one of my favorite snacks, bananas, another favorite snack, and then these were on sale, so I got 2 bags of these, even though I still have my pistachios from last week, and decided to try the nacho flavor of the siete chips. So yeah, that's going to be our haul for this week. A bunch of veggies and some other things. So I believe this will be the last grocery trip for this vlog. And this is mostly a snack trip because we still have a plated meal and the recipe I was going to make last week. And we have Jeff here and then Brittany's here. So we really don't need a bunch of meals this week because we're probably going to be eating out a lot. So I just got snacky stuff. I did get some grass-fed beef to replace the beef that came from plated. Just some broccoli. Saw these. Hadn't seen these before. Ready Whip, coconut milk, and almond milk. And as you can see, they're both 50% off. This one isn't bad. This one's February 10th. This one expires tomorrow, but since they were cheap enough, I figured I might as well try them while they're cheap and see if I even like them. See if it's worth it, and they didn't have another option other than this one that expires tomorrow. So we'll be having some of that tonight. And then Carmen and I have been talking paleo, and she did not specifically recommend the birch bender. She'd started to and then said she got a better recipe, but I wanted to give it a shot just as an easy, no fuss weekend breakfast. I went to Randall's today instead of Kroger, so they had this flavor, but then they also had this barbecue flavor that I hadn't seen before. Got some more of the plain siete chips because we really like that, and we got the lime to try this time because we did not like the nacho. Do not recommend the nacho, but Carmen recommended the lime. Just got some cashews, dark chocolate apricots, lime coconut crisps, and some ranch carrot chips. So that's, oh, and Figgy Pop cranberry pistachio super snacks. Other big success in January was that Mike found a paleo-friendly restaurant in Houston that we absolutely loved. It's called Ruggles Black. And if you're in the Houston area and you're trying to do paleo, we highly recommend it. It was delicious. So Mike found this restaurant that is paleo friendly. Look at it. All the paleo options. I was having a day at work. And so I messaged Mike and I was like, I am down for a date night because it was Friday. So he found the restaurant in downtown Houston. Surprised me. We went there. Loved it. Highly recommend it. The appetizers, the entrees, and even paleo-friendly desserts, which were delicious. So that was a great success in January. I think another success that I would mark for January is that I was successful on losing weight. The first, I think, 2 weeks that I was on the plan, I did lose 3 pounds. I think that was within 1 week. But 1 week of being serious on it, I lost 3 pounds. And that was exciting. And of course, I went to Florida and maintained that weight, and then came back from Florida and had a crazy stressful week at work and guests, and so I have gained the 3 pounds back. But it's okay because February is a new month and all that crazy stuff is ending. So I suspect that February will be a great month for progress, whereas this was kind of a month kicking off and getting really ready and in the right mindset. So here are the results I had in those early weeks when I was so thrilled, and we'll talk about the rest of the month next. Week 1 on Paleo is done. I weighed in this morning and I lost 3 pounds in the first week and lost half an inch on my natural waist and an inch on the area where I actually carry the where I carry the most of my weight. I carry my weight in my stomach. I'm sure you guys have figured that out by now, but most of my weight I carry in my stomach, and so the area that is like my worst problem area, I lost an inch already. So exciting, definitely a good way to kick off the first week of Paleo. And I didn't do the gym in the first week because I just really wanted to focus on making sure I was cooking every day. And also I was trying to bump up my schedule at work to go into work earlier, to be able to go to the gym earlier. So that's still a work in progress. However, I do plan to start the gym this week. So right now I'm about to make some lunch, and it is technically cheat day. I have assigned Saturdays as my cheat day, and that just kind of helps me stick with the plan. If I know I have a day where I allow myself the things I say no the rest of the week, then I can get through the beginning part of the week. So if I really wanted Oreos on Tuesday, I tell myself, no, you can't have Oreos today, but come Saturday, if you still want those Oreos, you can have those Oreos. More often than not, whatever I was craving on Tuesday, that craving is long gone by Saturday, but it just kind of keeps me on track. And any sort of thing I'm craving, if I'm desperately craving it, I can put it off till Saturday. And it also allows me to have a little fun on the weekends. Like today, I'm going out bridesmaid dress shopping with my friends. And that way, if we need to go out to lunch or we go out to dinner or something, I don't have to be super paranoid about what I'm ordering. So now let's talk about the struggles that hit me in January, because the struggle was real at points. As you may have noticed, I did not make it to the gym once in January, and two-part reason for that. One is social anxiety, and it's really silly. I think I even have a clip talking about it. So basically the short version is that my gym requires you to go in and meet with a trainer and tries to sell you personal training, and that induces all of my social anxiety, which I can absolutely go and do it. It just makes me dread going, and with everything that ended up happening the second half of the month, I just never made it. So part 2 of that is just that the month got crazy. We went to Florida, we came back from Florida, Jeff was here, then Brittany was here. It was just a lot this month. Plus I've had some life stress in the past few weeks that I think you guys will get an explanation for in next week's weekly vlog. So I'm not gonna talk about it here. There was some behind the scenes stuff that I wasn't able to talk about in the vlog yet that I will be able to talk about next week. And that was definitely putting a wrench in any plans I had of sticking with a diet or exercise plan, because I am a stress eater, as I think we discussed. Okay, so I don't know if I've mentioned this in the vlog yet, or in the Thin Lizzie vlog yet, but I wouldn't say that I am an emotional eater. However, I am very 100% a stress eater, which I guess kind of goes in that same category. And I just 100% stress ate some French fries. And it's a stressful day. And I succumbed and got French fries. I had to get lunch in like a quick fashion. And yes, there were healthy things I could have gotten. There were paleo things I could have gotten. And nope, I got French fries because stress. And yeah, I don't know how to get away from that. I don't do it often, but on certain days where I'm like feeling super anxious, I turn to French fries. And that's probably why I'm overweight. Because I'm anxious a lot. But I have been really good this month up until now, so there's that. And that's why I'm making these vlogs, to be honest and talk about these things, because a lot of people don't, and I am. So yep, just stress ate some French fries, and now I'm off back to work. So that was a struggle. Never made it to the gym, and I'm sure if I'd made it to the gym I would have made even more progress than 3 pounds. But again, I knew January was gonna be nuts. February is a new month. So the other main struggles for the month were what I already knew were going to happen, and that was guests and travel. I will say I think I did pretty decently on the travel portion. I was doing so well on Paleo at that point that I really didn't want to break it too badly. So I did try to keep it under wraps and avoided Voodoo Donuts this trip. It was very tough, but I managed. So I am back on paleo, everything's back to normal now, and excited to see what February will bring. Okay, so let's discuss progress for the month of January. And that is that I lost 3 pounds and then gained those 3 pounds back. I expect in future months that this segment will be longer because I will share my progress, any measurement progress I had, which I didn't measure myself this weekend because I knew it wasn't going to be anything great. But I had lost an inch in like my waist and my stomach problem area and a couple other areas when I lost those 3 pounds. So normally during this portion I will talk about scale and measurements. Just don't have any news to report for January. So lastly, I want to discuss goals. So this is going to be my short-term goals for February and a little bit of long-term goals because as of yesterday, we now have our wedding venue booked, which means we also have our wedding date solidified. So now I know exactly how long I have to meet all of my long-term goals and kind of need to back plan how long I have to reach these goals before I need to go dress shopping. So that's on my docket for February, to really set those long-term goals. My short-term goals for February are to actually go to the gym, go get registered at my gym, and get that set up, start going regularly, start going to my Zumba classes, start going and doing my weightlifting, all that good stuff. And to get back on track on my healthy eating, my paleo-ish lifestyle that I'm working on, and stick with it for the month of February, minus my normal cheat days. And I think it will be possible. We don't have anything planned for the month of February. My life stress is at least coming down to manageable levels and no travel planned. So I think February will be a successful month and you guys will be along for the ride again on the clips. And I think I've got a better idea of how to manage that moving forward in February. Again, January is kind of a test run for how this is going to go. And I think I have it in my mind of how I want to film and get this progress going. So hopefully this format works. If not, then it might be completely different in February. Stay tuned. So I think that's going to wrap up today's Thin Lizzie episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions, leave them down below. If you aren't already subscribed, make sure to click the red button. And I will see you guys again next month on March 6th. So can't wait to show you all the progress and talk about all the wonderful changes I've made come March 6th. See you guys then. Bye.